Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Aisha Pallison. I'm vice chairing today, so this is my first time chairing things, so please excuse all the inappropriate Robert's rules and all such things. So I will officially call the meeting to order.
All right, Madam Chair, may I do a roll call for you?
Yes, please.
Ms. Pallison.
Present.
Mr. Goodstein.
Here.
Mr. Kelly.
Here.
Ms. Wilson.
Here.
I understand Ms. Wint Pearson is excused.
Correct.
Madam Vice Chair, you have a quorum.
Great, thank you. So it looks like the first thing we need to do is to approve our agenda. Does everyone have the agenda in front of them or looked at it? Anyone have any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Great, so the agenda is approved. So the first thing we will do is look at the minutes of our previous meeting. That was the regular board meeting of March 16, 2020. And I'll give everyone a moment to look over those. All right. And once everyone's had a chance, may I have a motion to approve the minutes of the March 16th meeting?
I move to approve the minutes of the March 16th meeting.
Second.
Okay, so our minutes are approved, and I think we are ready to move on to our consent agenda.
I think we need to vote. I think we need to vote to approve them.
Oh, okay. All those in favor to approve the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Hearing none. All right, minutes officially approved. Thank you, Joan.
That sounds good. I've just been in legislative hearings all day, so I'm in this mode.
Fair enough. You should you should be in the seat. I fortunately have not attended legislative hearings in many years, so.
Well, it comes back to like riding a bike.
All right. So our consent agenda today, I think it looks like the only thing we have on there is forms for review. We have disclosures of economic interest forms. So I will, those were attached to our materials. Let everyone take a look at those.
I'm extremely slow at opening attachments, so please
All right.
give me.
Okay. So it looks like we have Wesco, Myers, and Flynn. Would anyone like to discuss any of these disclosures?
I wouldn't mind discussing Flynn for just a moment.
All right.
So he wants to be on the zoning board of examiners and appeals, and his wife works for is the purchasing director of the Muni. I don't know if those at all are connected. I assume they're not, but I just want to double check to make sure that there's no overlap there.
Purchasing and zoning seem separate, but
yeah, I feel like they're separate too.
Anyone from the Muni weigh in on that?
This is Megan. You know, my sense is that they're separate. You know, I don't know a lot about either except the titles. So yes, I mean, I would agree that they are separate. You know, just off the top of my head, I don't see a huge screaming, you know, conflict there, but
Megan, you're cutting in and out. I don't think we're hearing all what you're saying.
sorry guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. I was just saying that just off the top of my head, they seem to be separate entities, you know, with separate responsibilities. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I just said that, you know, I don't know a lot about either of them, but it just does not seem to be like a conflict right on its face, I guess, you know. But that's just sort of my first take with it.
Well, that's good enough for me. That's, you know, as long as that's your take, Megan, I'm happy to get behind that.
All right, I'll put my seal of approval.
So is the
Yeah.
motion, is it simply a motion to approve the disclosures in the consent agenda and find no conflict? Is that how we word it? Or,
Yeah.
You can just move to approve the consent agenda.
well, I will make that motion.
Can I have a second?
Oh, I second.
Oh. And then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And opposed? Okay, so the consent agenda for today is approved. All right, so then I think with that, we can move on to our item number 6, our unfinished business. And so the first thing on our list is a complaint for potential violation 2022-1. That is a confidential matter. So, and my understanding is that we'll be going into a separate Teams session for discussion with the respondent in that matter. So I don't know, Jennifer, do we need to move to confidential or deliberative session in this main meeting, or how?
That's correct, Madam Vice Chair. I would recommend a motion to move into executive session.
Okay.
And what will happen is my colleague Jenna Brister will put up a slide here that lets the public know that you are moving into a confidential session. So this meeting will remain open to the public should anybody come. And then I would ask you to, after you move into executive session, to go to that other invite, to leave this meeting, go to the 2:45 invite.
And
Okay.
who's that email from for the 2:45 invite?
That'd be from me, Jennifer
Okay, Jennifer.
Benaclausen.
I will grab it.
Okay, so can I have a motion to move into executive session for discussion of complaint 2022-1?
I so move.
Second.
Okay, so we will go ahead and move into executive session, please. Okay, and then at this, and we're still recording, is that correct?
Yes, Madam Chair, you're gonna all need to exit this meeting. You're gonna need to leave this Teams meeting and go to the 2:45 invite.
Okay, that sounds good. Should we do that now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, see you all there.
Thank you. All right, thanks, Jenna. I'm gonna leave as well. I'm gonna stop this recording.
Board is back in open session. We have discussed complaint 2022-1. And does someone need to make a motion for what we're doing on that? Or can I give some instructions?
I think you can instruct. What do you
Okay,
guys-
so what the
Carrie, you're
board
the-
would like to do in
Instruction.
continued fact finding on that matter is to invite the respondent supervisor to come speak with the board by phone. Should be fine at our next meeting, which I believe is scheduled for May 18th.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, do we need all in favor?
Aye.
No objection. Yeah.
All right, none opposed. Okay, so with that, we'll move on to our second item. 6B is complaint for potential violation 2021-12. This is another confidential matter, and I believe that we're at the stage of board deliberation regarding that matter. So we'll please, can I have a motion to go back into deliberative session?
I move that we go back to deliberative session.
And I second.
Jennifer, can we go into deliberative session, please? Okay, I believe we're back in open session, and I will take a motion on 2021-12, the confidential complaint.
Okay, I move that we ask Julie to draft a one or two. What are we gonna say? Like papers. One or two.
A one or two page summary.
Careful,
There we go. Summary of the complaint for us to send to the complainants. Does that sound right?
Respondent.
Respondent. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Should I repeat that?
I think we're okay. Maybe a second.
Second.
Okay, and then either Jennifer or Megan, would you please contact the complainant in this matter and let her know that that is the board's preference?
Vice Chair,
yes.
can the board vote on that motion before we
Yes,
do that?
I take a vote on that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so thank you, Jennifer. So Megan or Jennifer, would one of you please contact the complainant and let her know that this is the board's preference in terms of proceeding, and ask her if she is going to do a summary, if she would please get it to you by May 4th so that the respondents can see it in time for our May 18th meeting, with the intention to invite the respondents to the May 18th meeting if that happens. If not, we will have to push it to our next June meeting.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, thank you. All right. So Joan, do you have to leave us?
I have to leave. I
Okay.
will see you all. I'll be back in Anchorage next time. I hope we get to meet in person.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Okay.
Bye, Joan.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, so then I think what we will do with our last 15 minutes is move to our 6C, our unfinished business, to complaint 2021-14, which is another confidential complaint. I think the board needs to hear some information and deliberate on this as well. So I would take a motion to move back into deliberative session on this matter.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Jennifer, can we once again move into deliberative session, please? Okay, looks like we are back in open session. Do I have a motion on confidential complaint for violation 2021-14?
Yes, I move that what was the term? We cease review of 2021-14, and we send a letter to the complainant.
The complainant, and I think we're ceasing our review under 115 160 A2F. Does that sound correct?
That sounds correct. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. For the complainant lacks sufficient supporting information. Okay. And Attorney Carmichael will draft the letter with the chair to sign. Does that sound right?
Yep, that sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, that's a long motion that I think needs a second.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Okay. All right. So then I think we are ready to move on to our new business, of which we have none today. Any member comments? Hearing none. Any audience participation? Not on that either. All right. So for our next meeting, we are set on May 18 from 2:30 to 4:30. It sounds like that may be an in-person meeting. But I think we'll wait to see what our agenda looks like for that meeting and then maybe decide from there. So then let's talk briefly about our summer meeting schedule. Yeah. who's going on vacation? When should we do this? And I've talked to, Becky said briefly that, and we should have asked Joan before she left, that this time worked as well for her as anything else might, and that's kind of my feeling as well. It would depend on the exact dates as far as being out of town and that sort of thing. Are we on the third Wednesday of every month? Is that what we're?
That's correct. Yep.
So we would be looking at June 15, July 20, August 17. And then, Terry, should we wait on September with your fall class schedule?
Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah.
Okay. So let's, if we can do our summer. Jennifer, is that helpful if we can at least get our 3 months of summer settled?
That would be very helpful.
She's like, it would be
And
helpful
if the-
if we would just plan things for a year in advance like everyone else.
Not at all, not at all. We're happy to accommodate the board's busy schedule. So if the board is happy with the third Wednesday of the month at this time through the summer, we will get those scheduled.
Excellent.
And the nice part about having a 5-member board is 2 people can drop out for hopefully not legislative hearings over the summer. Hopefully that won't still be going on, and we can still carry on. So, okay. Then I think we'll set those meeting dates. Hopefully that works for Joan, at least for most of those. And I think that we can adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
And a second.
Second?
We need to vote on that. Everybody says yes.
You can just adjourn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that? We missed it.
I was just saying the vice chair can adjourn at will.
Oh,
Wow.
that power. Wow.
If I'd known that, I would have adjourned at, 2:35. All right. This meeting is officially adjourned.
All right.